Okay, what is this right here? A black loading screen. Oh, Bethesda Game Studios. This could be good. Potentially. Virtuos. Yeah, I think this might be a good. What's it called? The Fire Sword Armor people? Oh, the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered. Well, press any button to start. I'm pressing the any button.
I was born 87 years ago.
Ah.
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor.
How have you been?
But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Yeah, well, nobody really is. Don't worry about it.
I have seen the gates of Oblivion.
We all have for 20 years,
which no
dude.
waking eye may see.
Well,
Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land.
No, Doom is a different game, dude. A different franchise. Leave it alone. I know Bethesda publishes it, but it's a different franchise. Stick with Oblivion.
This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433.
How do they know it's the last seed?
These are the closing days of the third era and the final hours of my life.
I mean, I really want to know how they know it's the last seed. But there can't be more seeds. Bethesda Game Studios prevent the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered. I hope you can hear me. Music is so loud and obnoxious. And I've told it not to be. But does it care? It does not care. You give it settings and it says, I don't care about the settings you gave me. I'm going to do my own thing. Dude, no, don't run the camera in there. We're going to get hurt. I feel like I might be bleeding. Now, this doesn't have all my mods in it, but it's got enough of them to get a good start. Now, I'm going to treat you as people who have never seen this game. Some people who have seen this game will appreciate this, and others, I mean, you could fast forward or whatever. I mean, if you've seen it before, you might appreciate hearing them anyway, but you could be an Argonian. This reptilian race, well suited for the treacherous swamps of its homeland, has developed natural immunities to poisons. They can breathe underwater and are good at picking noses. Now, you can be from Arnesia as an Argonian or from Thornmarsh. If you're from Arnesia, well, you hail from Arnesia, where the slavers of Morrowind are still active. The hide and seek every time there was a raid made you extremely quick and nimble. Hide and seek. Okay. Okay, English. Or you could be from Thornmarsh. Thornmarsh, your birth region, is called the Jewel of the East. But behind the nickname lies a darker reality. You dabbled in magic just to survive, and your quick wits allowed you to live until this day. You might choose, instead, to be a Breton. In addition to their quick and perceptive grasp of spellcraft, even the humblest of Bretons can boast a resistance to magical energies. They are particularly skilled at summoning and healing magic. You could be Sisteris. As a child, you were always spending time on the docks of one of the islands, gaining some money by helping merchants carry their goods, and learning from their adventures. Or you might be from High Rock. Being from High Rock, you were raised in the homeland of the Bretons. Going through all the great cities of the province made you quick on your feet. But you look like you might be an orc. I mean, not an orc, a dark elf. My bad. We'll edit out all my mistakes, right? What do you mean there'd be no video left if we edited out all my mistakes? People are so cool. Dark Elf, also known as Dunmer in their homeland of Morrowind, the Dark Elves are noted for their skilled and balanced integration of the sword, the bow, and destruction magic. They are resistant to fire and can summon an ancestral ghost for aid. I do like being a Dunmer. I've played all these races, of course, but Dunmer is the one I've played the most. You are a true child of Ardenfell. Amongst the volcanic wasteland, you were taught that resilience is the greatest of all Dunmer quality. As a Dunmer on the mainland, you grew amongst all kinds of traders. You learned all there was to know about negotiations and how to make people react the way you need them to. Or you could be a high elf, also known as Altmer. In their homeland of Somerset Isle, the High Elves are exceptionally gifted in the arcane arts. They also boast resistance to illness. However, they are also somewhat vulnerable to fire, frost, and shock. Born on the Isle of Aridin, you were proud to live on the first island of the Somersets. There you spent countless hours swimming in the pristine waters. You grew up among the great towers of Alinor that nearly touched the sky. You spent countless hours climbing and navigating the sunlit streets of the Somerset capital. Natives of the civilized cosmopolitan province of Cyrodiil, they have proved to be shrewd diplomats and traders. They are skilled with heavy armor and in the social skills, and tend to favor the warrior classes. You are a true Imperial, born into the heart of the Empire. The number of cities and the size led you to travel hastily. Telovia inhabitants, such as yourself, are known for their autonomy, including toward the rest of the Empire. You're inherited the willfulness of your forebears. That's what it says. You're inherited the willfulness of your forebears. It should be you inherited the willfulness of your forebears. I do like being Khajiit as well. Hailing from the province of Elsewhere, they are intelligent, quick, and agile. By the way, these descriptions can't decide whether they're in the first person, the second person, or the third person. As you can see, they switch from one to the other. It makes it feel very disconnected. Hailing from the province of Elsewhere, they're intelligent, quick, and agile. They make excellent thieves due to their natural agility and unmatched acrobatic skill. All Khajiit can see in the dark. If you're from Anaquina, the harsh region where you lived and trained hardened your body and taught you how to defend yourself with your bare fists or any weapon you could find. Your parents lived in Palatine, and your childhood memories are filled playing and running around in the jungles on the pristine beaches. Or on the pristine beaches. I'm sorry, there aren't jungles on the beaches. They're just close to the beaches. We'll edit out all of my mistakes, and then there'll be no video. Nord, citizens of Skyrim. They are the tall and fair-haired people. strong and hardy. Nords are famous for their resistance to cold. They are highly talented warriors. By the way, the ones that say you make you more likely to bond with them and more likely to play those. So when they say they, it's talking about somebody else. And so that's why these pronouns matter. You live in the west of Skyrim, a rugged environment filled with rough terrain and dangerous beasts. You are prepared to survive in even the most challenging climates. Either due to extreme snowstorms, the College of Mages, or simply stubbornness, the people of eastern Skyrim, such as you, are known for their tenacity and resourcefulness, but not their use of pronoun. Now we're to the orcs. Sorry, I jumped on the orcs earlier. I do like playing. All of these races are viable, good, and fun. Just so you know, the people of the rough Garian and Dragontail Mountains. Orcish armorers are prized for their craftsmanship. Orc troops in heavy armor are among the finest in the Empire and are fearsome when using their berserker rage. By the way, I should tell you, as far as builds go, it's telling you here that you're going to have an advantage if you wear heavy armor as an orc. Sometimes I do that, but sometimes I play against the build as well. And I might be an orc that doesn't have a big old sword. He uses magic instead, and he wears light armor. So, I mean, you could do that, and you'll get different results from doing that. Your fate was decided when you were born. As a member of a stronghold, you would serve your chieftain with honor and would make the orcs proud. Your charisma and resilience were honed for when you'd serve. You were proud to have been raised in Orsinium, where you trained to be as versatile a warrior as possible. As such, you are better with magic than most other orcs. Redguard. The most naturally talented warriors in Tamriel, in addition to their culture affinities for many weapons and armor styles, they have a hardy constitution and a natural resistance to disease and poison. Alakir Desert. As a child in the sands of the Alakir Desert, your education revolved around martial might. You are a prime example of why Redguards are the best warriors. Your uprising under the shadow of the mountain peaks was a happy one. Immersed in Redguard customs, you developed charm, wit, and the ability to turn a conversation around. Wood Elf. The clanfolk of the western Valenwood forests, also known as Bosmer, wood elves are nimble and quick, making them good scouts and thieves. And there are no finer archers in all of Tamriel. Their ability to command simple creatures is well known. You spent your childhood in Gratwood, near the region devastated by Molag Bal. The foul energies still linger there, and your resilience grew amidst the danger. The border region that saw you grow is plagued by anger and resentment after centuries of war, also having you there. You quickly learned how to soothe people and avoid unnecessary conflicts. Now, after reading all of these things, of course, I choose to be the first thing we read about. I'm like that. This is not a speed run, by the way. This is something else. So this is. I think I'm going to be a Thornmarsh Argonian because they they dabbled in magic, and I'm I'm into magic. I do like the purple scales, but I can give myself purple scales no matter what I look like. I think this is pretty good, actually. I'm going to be younger. Don't ask me why. I don't remember whether I was a chick or a dude last time, but I'm going to stay a dude this time. Obviously, my brows need to be higher than that. Oh, that's the ridge of them. Oh, okay. So this can go here. And by the way, I'm just doing this because I can. None of this really matters to me as far as... And I don't think it makes... Now, there may be people that are better at this that can make unique looking characters and all that. I can barely see a difference in most of these things. So I probably shouldn't bother with messing with it forever. I'm going to keep the growth the same. Okay, now I need an Argonian name. And I'm just going to go with what I usually go with. Walks on blistered feet. But I've had so many of them, then I'll make him the 7th in the line. I like the breathing underwater thing, so that has a huge influence on me. By the way, I put in a mod that's supposed to get rid of that NL thing you saw, and it doesn't seem to have done it. So now I'm an Argonian. This reptilian race, well suited for the treacherous swamps of its homeland, has developed natural immunities to poisons. They can breathe underwater and are good at picking noses. So I will tell you also that I use, well, I don't remember if it's installed yet, but I generally use a mod that slows down the leveling. Might as well take my handcuffs off. And I do use a mod that lets me carry more. I'm trying to remember how to show shortcuts. I should just pay attention to what it says. That would make it easier. Okay. So I put flare under 6 until I have a better fire spell, and I put healing under 5 all the time so that I can just hit those and have that come up so that I can use them on the fly. Now, in this game, as you can see, you don't have to have a valid target to hone at least your restoration skill. I just build up my restoration skill. Even though there's been no damage to my health or anything, so there's nothing to restore from. And I don't do this forever, but I build it up a bit while I'm thinking about how I'm going to play. See, it's increased to 8. I think I could do the same thing with destruction. I'm not sure. We'll check it out. And spoiler alert, I know it's been a long time. I think it's been a year or something since this game was released. I've never gotten through the main quest all the way due to instability of the game. And so now I don't even try. I mean, I will eventually get through it, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, I don't rush to do the main quest anymore. It's more interesting if you don't rush to do it. More challenging that way. Okay, we got our restoration to 10. And now I'm going to switch to flare. I don't remember whether you can build up flare without having, you know, a valid target. I do like this game a lot. I had like a 5-day period where I was playing Oblivion and Oblivion Remastered, you know, back to back and things like that. I haven't touched Oblivion since this came out. There's a lot of people who do, by the way. They love the original. They don't even want to hear about this version. And I like the original. I played the original thousands of hours. But I like this one. It looks better. I think it was made for 64-bit computers, and probably the original Oblivion 20 years ago wasn't. I'm doing this again just to see whether it's possible to build your destruction skill. So far, it's not leveling up, so I would assume that means you cannot build your destructive skill. Without a valid target to put it on, but we will look. Destruction 5 right now, so if it ever gets to 6, then we know you can build it up even without a valid target. In other words, an enemy to try and destroy. So last few days I've been playing EA Sports College Football 27,000. It was in pre-release at the time. Although, I mean, when I say pre-release, I mean we had it before it was officially released. Those of us who paid way too much for a super deluxe, absolutely expensive version, which I did for this particular YouTube channel. I'm going to try this again, but if it doesn't tell me that my destruction has gone up to 6, I will assume that I need a real target to do it. Because I want to get into the game. I don't want to bore the audience so much that they want, you know, don't want anything to do with this. The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered is one of my favorite games. And after a year, I'm still discovering things about it. And I've always liked trying new mods and things like that. One of the things absolutely that appeals to me about Bethesda games, and some other games, but certainly Bethesda the most, is that they're made to be modded. And so there are people that have taken Starfield and made it into a Star Wars game completely. And there, by the way, there's people who've done that with Oblivion as well and Skyrim. You can add new characters, new lands, new clothing, new armors, new weapons, new spells, new quests. The main limit is imagination. So it didn't say that anything had progressed. So it could be that restoration works one way and destruction works a different way. That's how it looks right now. I'm not used to looking at my guy without him having some kind of light armor on, but that'll change as we get some light armor. I'm not saying I have a laid-back approach to it, but yeah, I'm not going to rush through everything. I was amazed when this game launched, and remember, it was a cold launch, and so before the announcement, before it became available, Bethesda hadn't officially said this game will launch on such and such day. You can buy it. They did not talk about it. There were rumors that it was going to release and everything. They wouldn't talk about it. And so I downloaded it, and by the time I downloaded it and installed it, which was as soon as it became available, there were people that were claiming they had gotten through it all the way, gotten through the main quest and everything. I don't know whether they did, but that's what they were claiming. I'm not that kind of person. I buy a game, I want to play it forever if it's good. And I've been doing that with Oblivion. I got the game in 2006. I put more than 7,000 hours into it. And that's just the Steam version, by the way. I also had it on Xbox 360 and on Grand Old Games. I think it's called GOG. And as long as I can play it on my computer, I'm probably going to play this the rest of my life. So, I guess we can get the party started. Which happens, in case you don't know, by walking up to this.
Hey, lizard, it must break your heart, huh? Being so close to the water, knowing you'll never get to swim again.
What do you mean?
You know, sometimes, when they let us in the yard, you can hear the sounds from the lake. The boats, the gulls, so close. No, you'll never get to swim again, Argonian. But don't worry, you'll be dead soon enough.
Oh.
That's right. You're going to die in here. Hey, you hear that?
No.
The guards are coming. For you.
You didn't hear it either.
Boss, lock that door behind us.
Now, that's when you first hear it.
My sons, they're dead, aren't they?
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
Then why'd you ask?
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
The
Never
watch
mind.
usually
Get that
mixes
gate
up?
Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
Oh,
No
thank
sign
you.
of pursuit, sir.
That's sweet of you.
Stay
Good.
put, prisoner.
Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You.
Me?
I've seen you.
I know, you're my long-lost father.
Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams.
Pervert.
Then the stars were right. And this is the day.
This is
Gods
the day.
give me strength.
There's only one God. Okay, there's only one God. You know me because you knocked up my mother. Why don't you just admit it? You're the one that should be in prison, having abandoned me. You're a billionaire emperor, and here I am in prison for a crime I did not commit. There's been no trial, no lawyer, no constitution. What's going on?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next.
Oh, lucky
My
you.
blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
So this is all by chance. Okay. I just want to make sure everybody heard he said it's all by chance.
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet.
Did the gods
As
do it,
for
or was
what
it
you
by
have done,
chance?
it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
I didn't do it. That's the thing. You have me in prison because you're afraid that I'm going to tell the truth. That you sired me and then abandoned me and abandoned my mother. That's why I'm in prison, isn't it? I mean, who are you?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods,
There's
I
only one god.
serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
How do you know I'm a citizen? If I'm not your illegitimate son, how do you know? I can go my own way, go my own way.
So do we all. But what path can be avoided whose end is fixed by the almighty gods?
I already told you
Please,
there's
sire,
only
we
one
must
God.
keep moving.
Just one. Wait,
Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
This doesn't concern you, prisoner.
Looks like this is your lucky day. Just stay out of our way.
my cell could do that all along? Now, she says it's got to stay open because it only opens from the one side. Remember that. So the guy across the way doesn't say anything to us anymore. And we decide to escape. I mean, why not? We're in prison. They open the door for us to get out. My snack is increased to 6. By the way, wouldn't they, if this is such a secret, wouldn't they have to kill that guy across the way? Because he's witnessed all of this. He could tell. My sneak is increased to 7. My guess is my slower leveling mods are not installed right now, but I could be wrong.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
The captain's down.
That's effective!
Otherwise, you'd be dead already.
I don't appreciate you threatening
Are
my
you all
life.
right, sire?
Captain Reno?
She's dead.
They don't seem very broken up about it.
How could they be waiting?
Don't know, but it's too late to go back now.
See, I can't loot
Don't worry,
her,
sire.
her body
We will
for
get
her
you out.
armor. I don't know
They
why.
won't be the first to underestimate the blades.
Will they be the last to underestimate the blades if they're not the first? See that? She said it had to be kept open and it would remain open because it could only be open from the other side. it's closed. I don't know if it was that way in the original, but it's that way in the remaster. Now I gotta go catch up with them. Rat meat, that's all I ever eat. Rat meat. And they locked it and escaped. After asking me to go with them, by the way. By the way, I did make a musical version of this, so I think it was season 6. By the way, this is weird because it's a skeleton. You could see the bones there and everything like that. But when you open it up, it says it's got rough leather boots, rough leather cuirass, rough leather gauntlets, and rough leather helmet. Does this skeleton have any of these things? It does not. Oops. Now I can put on some decent armor. It wants me to try out the bow. This is why I'm doing this. And I just hate that bucket, so... I mean, I even wrote songs about hating the bucket. Now... archery is not going to become my primary means of destruction, as you will see, but it is my backup, and so when I need a backup, I need the backup to be good. And don't feel sorry for that bucket. That bucket was making fun of me, and so obviously it needed to die. Die, bucket! Die! By the way, do you see light coming in from? Oh yeah, we could just climb this rope and get out of here. Except it won't let us grab the rope. I get it, they wanted a source of light, and as somebody who's played college football 27,000, I could appreciate that because none of the light sources during that game are natural, and at least here there's a reason for the lights to exist. We ran out of arrows, so we're just gonna take back all the ones that we shot. And yeah, if we could just climb up that rope, we'd be out of here and there would be no tutorial. I like the tutorial. There's all kinds of mods that let you skip the tutorial. So as soon as you choose your face and race and all of that, they just put you outside the first dungeon with the stuff you would have gotten if you had played it the way it's meant. I like the tutorial well enough that I play it every time, and I have played this game. Started it at least hundreds of times, maybe more. I wasn't exaggerating when I said I have over 7,000 hours in it. You open the door with iron key. That's a very Dungeons and Dragons-like thing to say. And of course, the people who created the Elder Scrolls and the people of that were originally with Bethesda were Dungeons and Dragons people, so we should not be at all surprised that in some ways it resembles Dungeons and Dragons. Now, I don't know a ton about Dungeons and Dragons because I've never played like the tabletop version of it or anything like with the Dungeon Master or anything. It was verboten when I was a kid, meaning my religious upbringing. They told us not to, play Dungeons and Dragons. They did the same thing with Harry Potter books. I've never seen a Harry Potter book. I mean, I've seen the books. I've never read one, I should say. I've never seen any of the Harry Potter movies. My sister is big time into them and can't believe that I've never seen them. But I know the difference between fantasy and reality. And so I have played video games that are based on Dungeons and Dragons. And generally, I played them before I knew that they were based on that. And I'm not trying to weigh in on whether Dungeons and Dragons is evil or anything like that. If you think I am, then you're misunderstanding me. I'm just telling you why I never played it. So, like, we have some atheists in the family. And some of their kids did play Dungeons and Dragons. They would not have the same religious objection that my family and church had to it. And again, not weighing in on whether they should have such an objection or not. Just explaining that certain things were forbidden growing up. By the way, there was a time that the Christian church decided that rock and roll music was devil music. And they convinced me to get rid of my Beatles albums and things like that. There was a guy named Larry Norman who was kind of like a folk rock Christian fellow. And he put out a song called Why Should the Devil Have All the Good Music? And I saw him it was either 1973 or 1974. And he was influential on me, I would say. I don't believe that certain genres of music are the domain of the devil and that they can't be used to convey a better message. To me, that would be like giving up. Like, what if you decided a certain city was just owned by the devil and we couldn't do anything about it? One, it would be saying the devil's more powerful than God. Which would be a bad testimony to give. It would be saying you have no power against him. So, I mean, if you think about, there are people that have decried the nation Haiti being so pagan and things like that, and they say, you know, the whole nation is demon possessed or it's of the devil or something like that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in giving up territory to the devil and then just giving up. If I found a place, a person, whatever, that I thought was especially evil, I think it would make me more likely to go get involved in order to redeem it, not less likely. Restore health. Yeah, I know how this works, and I'll show them how it works. So don't you worry your little head about it. Let's go with restore health. There's only one thing that restores health, so I can't make a restore health thing right now. I can make a restore fatigue thing. Now I don't know which ones restore fatigue. So damage health, restore fatigue, restore fatigue. Well, let's see if I can make it. Oh, okay, there's only Okay, there's 3 for restore fatigue. And I don't know what restore fatigue would mean. So we're just going to call it power up. We're going to try and spell it right. And I don't know why I say we. Damage health, damage fatigue. Okay, let's damage health, damage fatigue. So we'll call it turidity. Turidity being the measurable level of tiredness. It's a word I made up, so you don't need to go look for it in a dictionary. If you do, you will decide that I am an utter moron. Am I going the wrong way? No, I'm not going the wrong way. You can go your own way. Go your own way. When I run across things that are from particular mods, I will try and point them out. I won't be infallible at it. And if anybody has made a mod that objects to my use of the mods in a video, just tell me and I will be glad to remove your mods from my my playthroughs, and then they will never show up in my videos. So far, by the way, nobody has objected. Now, it could be that this channel's just so small that mod authors don't know it exists. But most mod authors actually want their stuff seen in our videos. Because it makes them more well known. It gets the word out that the mods exist in the first place. And of course, I'm only using mods that I like, so it's not like I'm adding mods to my game and then saying they're terrible or something. There are rats down there, that's why I am spewing fire. Isn't there someone standing there? I was gonna say, why aren't they responding to being hit with fire? And then finally they did respond. I didn't just do that to be mean. I did it because he's guarding things that I would want. Where is his body? Oh, there's his body. And he would have attacked me. If I let him get the jump on me. Believe me, for me, this is a speed run. I'm just not interested in flying from the beginning of a game to the end. I take my sweet time. And I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. And I'm not saying it should be. I'm just saying how I do things.
We should find a defensible spot
Oh,
to
we
protect
found him
the Emperor
again.
Until help arrives.
Help? What makes you think
Help,
help's
what
going to
makes you
arrive?
think help will get here before more of those
Here
battles?
they come
We
again.
need to get the Emperor
Here
out
they
of here.
come again. And just when you've begun to get the empire together. Now they're going to say
Let me take a look around.
they're going to say things.
Seen the prisoner.
Have you seen the prisoner? Hello?
Sire, we have to go now. Not yet. Let me rest a moment longer.
Now that's pretty cool. If he didn't keep saying that, that would be very cool. But he's going to keep saying that until I
Not yet.
get together with them.
Let me rest a moment longer.
And by the way, why are they telling the emperor what to do?
Damn it! It's that prisoner again. Kill him. He might be working with the assassins.
No, I'm not one of them.
He is not one of them.
See, I told you.
He can help us. He must help us.
Must I?
As you wish, sire.
Come closer.
No.
I'd prefer not to have to shout.
You're not going to shout. You're going to come all the way to me.
They cannot understand why I trust you.
Because
They've
I'm your
not
son?
seen what I've seen. How
birth
can I
certificate?
explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
Do you mean the Supreme Court? Yeah, the Nine guide and protect us. I love the Supreme Court.
I've served the Nine all my days, and
I'm
I
surprised.
chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
First of all, let's talk about the numberless Spocks, because I think there's the Spock from the original series, and he's the same Spock in the movies and until they do the reboot thing. So there's not numberless Spocks. And I don't know how you even know about that, because you're from a completely different Star Trek. Anyway. Oh, I think this is missing. Let me. Oh, yeah, I'm missing a mod that I usually use here to do our birth signs. So I'm just going to choose the mage. Normally I would read all the descriptions and everything, but
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
everything comes when it will come. But if you've decided it's necessary, then why do you have the 3 bodyguards with you? I mean, one of them's already been killed. trying to protect you. But if you really accept it, you're going to die. What's the point in putting their lives in danger? What about me?
Your stars are not mine.
I know that.
Today the mage shall light your way on the paths of glory.
Mage. Say it with me. Mage. Can you see my fat?
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
I don't know what a hot is, but I didn't promise you anything, much less my aid. Aren't you afraid to die it?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour.
Enough about
In
doom.
this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
Again, I understand if you accept your fate that you're going to die and everything like that. I don't understand why you're putting others in jeopardy. People such as me, who are not fated to die. People such as Captain Reno, who did die trying to defend you. People such as Boris, who we don't know is evil yet. And Glenroy. Where are we going?
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
What is pot? I thought pot was something you smoked. I mean, I don't smoke.
You may
it,
as well
but
make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close.
that'd be closely. And why is everyone telling me what to do? Tell me about the Blades.
We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this.
Why are you yelling?
Although I admit, things are not going according to plan.
Tell me about Uriel Scepter.
My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so don't tell me anything.
Stick close and let us do our job.
Closely.
Be all right.
Learn to use adverbs and you'll be all right. Thank you for wearing underwear. This is a G-rated
Oblivion!
channel.
The Emperor's in danger!
Wow, it didn't take him long to find more danger, did it?
Watch your back, Boris.
The Emperor's in danger!
Yeah, but not from whom you say he's in danger from. It's the ones he trusted that are...
The dragon fires!
Long burn the dragon fires, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to expose who the real culprit is. And unless you've watched my videos before, it's probably not who you suspect.
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna...
Looks clear. Come on. We're
If
almost
you haven't
through
seen
the
this
sewers.
before, this will blow your mind. So, pay attention to this. There's this gate here. You notice I can't open it. The gate is barred from the other side. There's no way to open it from here. They claim.
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
That's what Glenroy
What about that
says.
side passage back
But
there?
by the way, do you see two
What are the
emperors?
draws?
I
Let's
see
go.
two emperors. I don't know what's causing that, but I see two emperors. Now that gate becomes very important.
It's a dead end.
I don't know why there's two emperors.
I don't see any good options here.
Okay, so I have to go to where he is, or it won't trigger the next stuff. But as you see, there's two emperors.
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
I'm not sure which mod is making the second emperor or why.
You thought we'd go down easy? Die! Long burn the dragon fires!
Now this gets so obnoxious
Watch
that
your back, Forrest.
you kind of want
Told
to
you to stay with the Emperor.
mute it after a while because they say the same stuff to you again and again and again. But even if I mute it, it's going to record the sounds from the soundtrack anyway. So
Get back with the Emperor.
We kill that
My sword for the dragon!
easy. Die, you scum! Oblivion!
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
not only do they have
That's the best you can do.
steel armor
You thought we'd go down easy?
that turns into cloth all of a sudden.
I fought.
If you want to help,
They have all sorts of things on them
Today, you die.
that you can see coming off of them, but when you lose them, you don't have those
take you.
things. Like those, like they
Let's
have
get this
have
over with.
dark
Die, you
gloves.
if you
that
want to
look a little
help,
blue.
get back and protect the Emperor.
I don't want to help, but thanks for asking.
If you want to help, get back and take them down.
I don't want to help.
Die, you scum!
I fought. Yeah!
Always have arrows ready for when you're out of magicka. Remember
Sword for the dragon!
when we proved that you couldn't build up your destruction without a valid target? Well, this room
Sword for the dragon!
gives you valid targets
Die, you scum!
the rest of your life. They will send these assassins infinitely. Now, because these bodies still exist in the world, I'm sure there's a limit where if there's enough bodies, it's going to crash the computer. But you can build up your
If you want to help, get
Your
back and
skills.
protect the Emperor.
just by staying in this room and fighting everything that comes after
Die,
you.
you scum!
The only problem,
Take them down.
Yes.
If you want to help, get back and
you
protect
hear
the
the
Emperor.
same. First of all, I mean, it's obviously repetitive, and part of the repetitive is all the same lines again and again.
For the
You wanna
Empire.
help?
That's the best you can do.
Go to the.
If you want to help, get back. You thought we'd go down easy? Take them down.
You thought we'd go down easy. All these things are just. I've played this
You're pathetic.
sometimes until
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
I had defeated more than 100 of these. In fact, the last time I played, I show on camera that I defeated something like 108 of them.
This
Nope.
one's mine.
Now, by the way,
If you want to help, this one's mine.
Glenroy has since died. He dies in
Today,
this
you die.
battle. So that's another
For the blades
member of
and the
the
Emperor.
Emperor's
You thought we'd go.
bodyguard
If you.
that has been killed in this. And it really starts to matter when you find out that this isn't what it says it is.
If you want to help, get back
The
and protect
story
the
you
Emperor.
thought was true isn't, and the game's telling you. It's just people ignore it because this game tells you one story, and then it
Today, you
the artifacts. If you look at the world and things that are left around, there's two kinds of storytelling. There's storytelling narrative, what the characters say about what's going on, and it's completely different than what we can observe is going on by looking at artifacts and observing the environment around us.
This ends here.
And the truth
Take you.
is probably somewhere in between.
Today, you die.
So the story the characters tell you is that all these assassins are coming after
Thought we'd go down
the
easy?
Emperor, and the Blades are his bodyguards, and they're there to prevent his death.
The best you can do.
That is actually not true. And by the way,
For the Empire.
I would call this a bug because there's no reason why myself or
If you-
Boris should be able to
You thought
defeat
we'd go down easy?
hundreds and hundreds
Pair of boots, Blizzard.
of assassins, trained assassins in steel armor.
If you want
What's
to
the
help,
matter?
get back and protect the Emperor. You thought we'd go down
I recently learned that
for the blade.
the reason they have steel armor but then don't have steel armor when you go to loot their bodies is because the steel armor they're wearing is it's a magic thing. They call upon it going into battle, and so when they die, it dies.
You thought we'd go down easy?
There are critters in this game that
Show
can
me
be conjured. Like you can call upon,
This
you know,
one's
if your conjuration skills are good enough, you could call upon, you know, skeletons to come to life and fight on your side and everything. But if you get killed, the skeletons die as well. So it's that sort of understanding that I picked up about why these people are wearing steel armor. But then as soon as they die, they're not wearing steel armor.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
They just keep showing up forever. Like I said, until I assume if I did this long enough, the game would just crash. It would be overwhelmed and
If you want to help, get back and
I
protect
don't
the
want to
Emperor.
help. Quit telling people I want to help. I don't like people lying about me.
My blood! If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
Shut up! You sound
them
pre-programmed
down.
to say that. Now their bodies are
Take them.
flying
Today,
around.
you die.
Die! If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor. For the Emperor!
One of the things I noticed is there's no reason
For the blades! And
to
the
suspect
Emperor!
that the prisoner would want to help the
If you
Emperor.
want to help, get back and protect the... This one's mine.
Remember, I wake up in a cell. I've not been told what I've done or anything. The assumption would be that the Empire is responsible.
Lord, the
for my incarceration.
Do your worst. Yeah!
And there wasn't even a toilet in there. Remember, the bucket is in the next room. There wasn't even a bucket in my cell.
My sword for the dragon.
Let me see how many of these we've killed so far. It's only been 61 so far, so we're still at the beginning of this. I don't know how many I'm going to do. Like I said, last time I think I did 108.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
But there's no reason to suspect that there is a limit.
This one's mine.
On this, I think the most I've done was maybe 300. I can't remember.
If you want to help,
I don't want to help. Quit saying it.
take that.
That's another
If
thing.
you want to help,
about help. Everybody in these
You
games
thought we'd go down easy?
just assumes you want to help them. And I don't know why we'd have that assumption.
And for the Emperor.
And again, it makes no sense that
For the blades.
me, who is unskilled in anything,
And the Emperor.
would be able to kill hundreds of
Were
these.
you not supposed to be impressed?
And you notice the bodies jiggle up and down even after they're
And
dead.
the Emperor. You thought we'd go down? If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
I don't want to help.
Oblivion take you. If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
Maybe I want to help kill the Emperor. Have you ever thought about that? So, our sneak has gone up to 15.
Just warming up, you pathetic.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
I would check to see how our destruction is doing. Oh, destruction is at 19. Remember, it started at 5.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor. Take them down. If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor. This one.
Even my marksmanship, I'm building up because, you know, sometimes I'm out of magicka. We're up to 77 now.
You thought we'd go down easy?
We don't go easy. You know we don't go easy. We don't go easy. You know we don't go easy.
If you want to help, get back. Long bird, the dragon fire.
We've already been over whether I want to help.
For the... Oblivion take you. The dragon fire.
They just keep coming from that space over on the left.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
I don't want to help.
For the blades and the Emperor.
These are
Take them down.
the most pathetic assassins ever. I mean, hundreds of them show up to assassinate the Emperor. First of all, they don't show up together, which would be more efficient.
My blood for the Empire.
But they just come waves and waves of them.
The dragon fire! Take them down.
And I'm going to argue in a few minutes that they are not ultimately responsible
I'm
for
supposed to be impressed.
the eventual death of the Emperor either.
Take them down.
I have evidence from the game. Not evidence I made up in my little brain or anything. I have evidence from the game that
Just warming up, you
these
pathetic
assassins are not
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
the cause of the Emperor's death, despite what you may have been told.
Take them down.
Let's go down this
Dude,
alley
this is the
again.
part where you fall
If
down
you
and
want to
bleed
help,
to
get
death.
back and protect the Emperor. For the blades. Oblivion take you. If you want to help,
will.
get
No.
back and protect the Emperor.
By the way, when I say how many I've killed, I'm just talking about how many I've taken the robes from so far. There's plenty of them that are dead on the other side of the room, and I haven't gotten to them to
If
loot
you-
their bodies yet.
For the Emperor!
In fact, I've only looted 99 bodies this time out. Oh, this is funny.
Oblivion take you.
And they're still moving while dead.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
If you want to shut up, I wouldn't mind it.
Die, you s-
What's the matter? Tired?
If you want to help. If you want to help, get back and protect.
The bodies are really piling up now. 104 of them. And we've still got all the other ones to loot. We could literally just stay here. Nobody would come after us. Boris would just kill them one after another till they're piled to the ceiling. And then we can just, after we go to the Emperor, we can come back here and loot the rest of the bodies.
If you want to help, get back. You thought we'd go
Will
down
you fall
easy?
down and bleed to death.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
So
Take them down.
I wouldn't call this an infinite training one, but it's close.
I fought
Oblivion.
The reason
If
I
you want to
haven't
help, get back and protect the Emperor.
taken it
Not smart.
as far as it can possibly
Thought we'd
go
go down easy?
is it's just so repetitive.
Die!
My blood for
But
the
this isn't
Empire.
caused by a particular mod or anything like that. This is in the vanilla game. The vanilla just means unmodded in this context. This is in the regular game as released. I played this vanilla when it came out, and I saw this situation. So now we got 113.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor. Take them down. Oblivion take you. For the If you want to help, get back and protect. You thought we'd go down easy?
And by the way, you'd think 200 assassins into this, they would go, wait a minute, everybody on our team is dying.
Die, you!
Nobody on their team is dying. Maybe,
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
maybe it's not worth it.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor. For the blades and the Emperor! This one's mine.
They're getting stacked too high now.
Die!
Oh.
For the... If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
You're
Take them down.
pathetic.
For the blades and the Emperor! If you want to help, for the blades and the Emperor! For the Emperor!
We're here in the tutorial
If you want to help, get back and protect...
where waves and waves of baddies keep trying to kill us. So much so that they are piled up everywhere, their bodies.
Die, you scum!
I'll hack you to pieces.
If you want to help, get back and protect the...
I don't know how you could call it a
Today,
cheat
you
either,
die.
because it's in the game.
Die, damn you.
The unmodified game has this issue. We've gotten 126 of them so far. Unfortunately, these Mythic Dawn hoods are worth nothing, and so are the Mythic Dawn robes. This raises another problem with the game. The first half of the game, well, I'd say the first third of the game, acts like it's a big mystery who assassinated the Emperor. There's no mystery about it. They're all wearing Mythic Dawn hoods and Mythic Dawn robes. So unless there's evidence that somebody is just impersonating the Mythic Dawn did it. And sure enough, we find out, spoiler alert, the Mythic Dawn did it. So why is it presented as a mystery? So the reason
If you want to help,
you might want to put up with hearing him say that 1,000 times is because you're building your skills
You're lucky I like. Take them
every
down.
time you fight with
If
these
you want to
guys.
help, get back and protect the Emperor.
Let's get this over. I'm just warming up, you pathetic.
Die, you scum!
It isn't pretty.
Getting tired.
Lord, burn the dragon fire!
But major point of role-playing games is the leveling.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
And this certainly helps you level. We're leveling our marksmanship, which is our archery. We're leveling our
Oblivion take you.
our destruction. And
If you want to help,
sneak,
get
by the
back
way.
and protect the Emperor. If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
It's just such a broken record, hearing the same stupid things again and
You'll
again.
make a fine pair of boots, lizard.
If you want to help, get back and protect the
In
Emperor.
fact, that's the only new thing I've heard. Somebody saying that I would make a fine pair of boots.
Die, you scum.
Most,
For the blades.
I like that arrow sticking out of him.
This one's mine.
Most of the people in these games have no idea what race you chose. There are people that spend 2 hours
If you want to help, get
Deciding.
back and protect the Emperor.
what race to be in this game. You know, and then they make their faces and their cheekbones and all of that. Well, that's for you, and I'm not putting it down, but
If you want to help, get back and
the
protect
people
the
in
Emperor.
the game, the characters in the game, almost never know those decisions you made.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor. This one's mine.
So we're at 140. I think I've proven my point. So I'm going to start heading over towards where the Emperor is so we can get this to continue.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor. Die, you scum! Die, you scum!
I would, but the people
If you
here want to
help,
watch.
get back and protect the Emperor.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
I'm trying to get to the Emperor now, Boris. It's not easy going through all these bodies.
If you want to help, get back and protect the Emperor.
Oh, here's a whole section I can work. We can build bodies here.
If you want to... Oblivion...
Show me what you've got.
You thought we'd go down easy? If you want to help, get back for the Emperor!
Okay, I'll go to the two Emperors now.
Take them down.
I honestly don't know what mod is putting in a second Emperor. And I wouldn't run it if I did know. But you can add your own little conspiracy theories then.
My sword for the dragon.
Like that one of them is a decoy.
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants.
Me alone?
He must not have the Amulet of Kings.
Why not?
Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He
Joffrey.
alone knows where to find my last son.
I'm
Find
right
him
here.
and close shut the jaws of Oblivion. Come with us. Your destiny is bound up with mine and with the fate of Tamriel itself.
Oh,
Stranger, You chose a bad day to take up the cause.
No.
Come with us. Your destiny is bound up with mine, and with the fate of Tamriel itself.
Are you the real emperor, or...
We failed.
You
I
failed.
failed. The Blades are
Actually,
sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead.
No, I'm
The
his
amulet.
heir.
Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
First of all, there are other heirs. It turns out the Emperor slept around a lot. And second of all, I don't think you failed. I think you did exactly what you meant to do. And they should execute you for this. I'm going to show this to my viewers. And they'll write in to the... Is it an Elder Council? They'll write into the people in the Imperial City. You're going to die. The Umpire gave it to me.
Strange. He saw something in you.
His DNA.
Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the
No,
Empire.
that's the red
Most
jewel
people
crown.
think of the red dragon crown, but that's
That's
just
what I meant.
jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say.
Who's they?
He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
Yeah, he felt guilty about knocking up my mother and abandoning us. He also said I must take it to Jeffrey.
Joffrey?
Jeffrey!
He said that? Why?
There are other heirs.
Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be
Jeffrey!
the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
Assuming I wanted to go there, how would I get there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret.
Well,
Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers.
key? Now this is very important. He's just given us a key. A key he didn't try on that gate. Now remember, if they had gotten through that gate, the Emperor would be alive. Both Emperors would be alive. And we wouldn't be in this fix. So I'm going to try that key and see whether it works on that gate. Whether all this bloodshed could be avoided. If it could, it means that Boris is responsible for the Emperor's death. The sewers?
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced healer. Am I right?
You could not be more wrong. Actually, I'm a custom class. And it is based on my personality. And it has destruction, restoration, light armor, mercantile, sneak, speechcraft, affects your ability to cast spells to absorb magic, reflect damage, dispel movement. I don't really need that. Affects how much damage you deal with bows. Well, I could go that. Affects your ability to use lockpicks to open locked doors and containers. I'll go with marksmanship. Now, we're going to call this the coward class. And the reason it's a coward class is most people in these games are heroes. I'm not a hero, I'm a coward. I will stay away from people and lob magic at them rather than go toe-to-toe with them, you know, holding a rusty dagger or something like that.
I wasn't far off. In any case, rats and goblins won't give you any trouble.
Well, yeah, I just killed over 100 assassins, so I think you're right. After the sewers, then what? I say after the sewers, then what?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey.
Jeffrey.
Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately. Got it?
No, please explain more.
Take it easy. You'll be fine. I know this is a lot to take in all at once. No one's more surprised than me that I'm sending an escaped prisoner off with the Amulet of Kings.
It doesn't make any
sense. But the Emperor
sense. You're
trusted
right.
you for a reason, and I trust the Emperor. The Amulet of Kings must get to Joffrey at Wayne Priory. He'll know what to do with it. Joffrey should know how to find the heir the Emperor spoke of. The amulet must reach Emperor Uriel's heir so a new emperor can be crowned.
That's just ridiculous. If he's really, he's in the military and all of that. If the Amulet of Kings is so expensive, valuable, all of that, he should take it to Wayne Priory, not me. But he's going to guard the Emperor's body, supposedly. I think he's getting rid of evidence, and I'll show you why he'd want to do that in a minute. What about you? What will you do?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body.
Yeah, I just told
him
him
that. Make sure
that.
no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you.
Yeah, and
by the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
Blood Ace.
Come with us. Your destiny is bound up with mine, and with the fate of Tamriel itself.
I would if I could.
Come with us. Your destiny is bound up with mine, and with the fate of Tamriel itself.
I wonder if he's killable. Let's find out.
Your destiny calls you down. Your destiny calls you down a different road. Please help us. Your destiny calls you down a different road.
I can't kill him.
Please help us.
So, I definitely know my mods that make leveling slower are not installed because it tells me I can level up right now. So, here's the key I just got from Boris. See, it opens that. It would have kept the Emperor safe. Boris set the Emperor up. I don't know if he was paid off by somebody, whether he was just jealous of the Emperor. Maybe the Emperor had said something to him that bugged him. But Boris is responsible for the death of the Emperor. So when he says he's going to make sure no one follows me, he knows I know the truth, and so he might be the one following me. And sure enough, throughout this, he is going to put me in very dangerous situations, as if he wants me to die because I'm one of the few people that know that he's responsible for the Emperor's death. By the way, there's so many bodies here, I can't get all of the robes from them. Well, maybe if I pick up, and I don't think I'm going to bother doing this because it would take hours, but I think if I manually picked up bodies to take them off of the pile, I could loot the bodies that are underneath. I don't remember how to pick up bodies. Okay, I picked that one up in. Now, the Mythic Dawn are still involved, absolutely. But they could never have pulled this off without Boris. And by the way, this probably explains how the Mythic Dawn got in here in the first place. Boris probably gave them access. Okay, again, I'm sure we didn't get all of them. But we got 208. I think that proves that's meant to continue forever. It appears to be a bug. A bug. My NL remover, which probably means not listed or something, isn't working. I've installed it. Now this is where in the original you'd get the pop-ups about the Vile Lair and, you know, a relative has died, leaving you this deed to this castle, all this nonsense. Now all that's gone, and that's good because it was annoying and it was immersion breaking. And you know me, I'm a big immersion guy. But you actually don't know me, but I wrote a Rats and Goblins song for this section. It's in, I think, season 6. And for people who don't know, each season is based on me trying to do a complete run through of this game. So when I am forced to create a new character or desire to create a new character, it's a new season. Usually, now sometimes it happens for reasons unknown. Sometimes it happens because I get greedy and I start putting in other mods. And mods are not made to be installed in the middle of a playthrough. In other words, you don't save your character, leave the game, add a mod, and then load the game again. You can with some mods, but it's a bad idea because other mods, when you do that, can cause your game to mess up. Now this is the end of the tutorial. The first tutorial, the first dungeon, and all of that section of the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered. So I think this is a good place to ask you to like and subscribe, and then to end this video. I'll shoot some others, don't worry, but I need to add some more mods first to, you know, break the rule I just set. And I didn't set that rule. It's been around for a long time. But thank you for watching. Okay, I am your portly aged sarcastic PC witty gamer, and we are about to embark from the first dungeon in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered. If this actually loads. And that means we will be done with the first tutorial. I say first because there are other tutorials in the game, and in fact it launches another tutorial as soon as you go through here. But the main tutorial, where the Emperor has died and all of that, takes place in that dungeon. And we're not in that dungeon anymore. So now we are out in the world. And we can do what we want, which is what that pop-up told us. It's basically said, go do what you want. I mean, obviously the main quest wants us to take the amulet at Melakim to Jeffrey, but we don't have to. We don't ever have to. This is a role-playing game, and we can choose what role to play. So in things like The Witcher, you don't choose what role to play. You are The Witcher. I think his name's Geralt or something. In the Elder Scrolls, you choose your character, you name your character. You decide what your role is and all of that. To some extent. I mean, not completely. Like I've talked about before, it is very difficult to play a purely evil character in these games. Everybody expects you to be the chosen one, to do all their chores, to save the Empire and all of that. I have not found a viable way to not do those things. But I did choose, oh, I should have mentioned this already. I did choose my gender, my race, my name, all of that. I am Walls on Blistered Feet. Ay vey. I forgot to put the K in Walks on Blistered Feet after the L. So it's Walls on Blistered Feet, which makes no sense. I think there's a way to fix it. I would have to. Let's do that. I'm gonna cheat. And it's not really cheat. I'm just gonna show the race menu so that I can fix that. Show race menu. Okay. Now we're just going to go to overview and put the K in. Oh, okay. I have to rename it all over again. Okay. Walks with a K on blistered, not flustered, blistered feet the 7th. Because I don't remember how many Argonians I've ever made called Walks on Blistered Feet. I made a lot of them. So this is probably like the 27th or something, but now I should be exactly what I expect. Okay, so let's try this again. Walks on Blistered Feet. Race is Argonian. This reptilian race, well suited for treacherous swamps of its homeland, has developed natural immunities to poisons. They can breathe underwater and are good at picking noses. And I am a Mage. Those born under the sign of the Mage have an increased amount of Magiika. Fortify Magiika increases Magiika by 50 points. By the way, I need to... There's a really great mod that slightly alters our birth signs and everything like that. And it gives us better powers and things. So I should do that. I'm the coward class, which means I lob things at people rather than go toe-to-toe with them in combat. And I'm level 1, and I should be for a while because I'm using a mod that makes it much, much more difficult to level up. And I do that because when I got Oblivion in 2006 and was playing it, it just seemed so easy to level up that every time I sneezed, I was leveling. And the problem with that is leveling is the reward in role-playing games. And so if it's given out too easily, you don't really feel like you're accomplishing anything in the game. Or at least I didn't feel like I was accomplishing anything. I don't remember seeing those people there before. So this must be added by a mod. Well, I'm glad he was a bandit since I killed him without knowing who he was. Basically, anytime you hurl fire at something and damage it, you're increasing your destructive powers. So if you're playing a Mage or a battle Mage, you want good destructive skills. That's why you would kill things like deer that are really no threat to you whatsoever. By the way, oh, I know what happened. I was going to say, it was saying when we were in the tutorial that we should sleep and level up. And I was wondering why I wasn't doing that, but it's because I did put in, I don't know if it's the same mod I've been using, but I put in a mod to slow down leveling up. I think the sinkhole cave was added by a mod, but I'm not sure. Most of the people you find in mods are evil. So if you don't know that they're good or allies or something like that, the safest thing to do would be to kill everybody you see in... Not in the whole game, but in the caves, definitely.
Hello, who's there?
Who said that? Sounds like a Khajiit. There he is. You're welcome. Now, I know that was safe to do because, remember, the first people I encountered in here were bandits. And bandits aren't just out to steal your stuff. They're out to kill everybody in the game. So they are... your standard villain.
Your presence here will not be tolerated!
You'll make a fine pair of boots.
I don't want people making boots out of me. Oh, there's another person severely needing to be killed. I do remember this cave now, I just don't remember if I'm supposed to go somewhere in this cave. Okay, I wasn't supposed to drop down there in this cave. We know that much now. I got myself killed fatally, and so I have to redo some of these areas. Oh, I know what it was. I fell down into that gulf, thinking that there might be something down in that gulf that I'm supposed to do.
Always skirting around in the shadows, making me jumpy.
I don't know if those bridges collapse or something after a certain amount of time. I mean, it's making a noise like it's creaking and gonna break or something. Yeah, I think falling down there was what caused my last death. I could just... It'd probably be best just to find the way out. I mean, if I don't have a particular purpose in being in this cave, I probably don't want to spend too much time in here. Although, I mean, the cave looks good and has nice sounds. Oh, that's how you get down there. Because there's a Khajiit here. I might as well loot his body. And see if there's any purpose in being down on this level. Where's the Khajiit? There he is. So now I will try this this doorway. I don't trust cave crabs. Because all the crabs everywhere else in the game are in water or right next to water. Where you would expect to find crabs. I don't know why there'd be crabs in here without access to water. That makes me wonder whether a modder built it. Not thinking of that. Or it was in the game and the people who created the game didn't think of that. Now I can use maps to get out of here. I was trying not to, but let's test our maps. That's the wrong map. Okay, here's the small map. So the way out, okay, is to my right. Oh, and there it is. Oops. I still think this camp was probably added by a mod, but I'm not sure. The game is so vast, and I play so many other games that I don't remember every detail of it. If I only played Oblivion Remastered, I probably would remember more details even at my advanced stage. But not only do I play a lot of other games, which wasn't always the case. I mean, when the original Oblivion came out, I played it exclusively, day after day, as much as I possibly could. But in today's environment, there are a lot more games vying for my attention. And there's also more Elder Scrolls games, which means you might remember something about the Elder Scrolls, but it could be from the Elder Scrolls Online, and in your mind you put it in this game and it is incorrect. They take place in different time periods. You have some of the same basics, like the same races. But there are differences as, you know, history has played out. Now, I'm going to have to go take care of some things in real life. I'm certainly not finding much wildlife here. Okay, I might walk till I get to the red road. I am on purpose not delivering the amulet to Jeffrey. I like the main quest much better the more advanced I am. So this is the red road, and what I'll do is I'll save the video, and then I shouldn't have told you I was saving it because it would have been seamless. I could have just started a new video and then, you know, edited them together, which I am going to edit them together, so I didn't have to tell you what I was doing. I'm just used to doing that. Now, because I took on damage, I'll hit my restoration spell until I'm completely restored. There's a nice little house or inn or something. I will... Oh, it's Ale's Well.
It's time to feed the dogs.
My devices are telling me it's time to feed the dogs, and of course they are correct. Now this is somebody else's place, as you can see. I do use a mod that assigns just stuff you find casually in the game to people, which means it's stealing if you take it. And maybe you want to be a thief, and so maybe you want to steal things. But if you don't want to steal things, it warns you by putting a red icon up there.
Excuse me, we have a small problem that we hope you can help us with. You may be wondering why you can't see me. We are all wondering the same thing.
Okay, I wasn't planning on doing a quest right now. I was planning on going and feeding the dogs, but what happened?
Everyone in Ayleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago. It was sort of fun at first, but the novelty is definitely worn off now. You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible. Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it. So we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off. But we're running out of patience. We're sure it was Ankatar's doing. We can't find him. If you can help us, we will be extremely grateful.
Who's Ankatar?
He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder. If you could find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt. We're pretty sure he's still hiding out in Fort Caractacus, although he never answers when we've tried to find him.
Tell me about Fort Caractacus.
It's just to the southeast of here. Follow the path down the hill, but watch out for the invisible monsters that infest the ruins. The Mythic Dawn have been leaving notes in Talos Plaza. I hope no one believes their lies.
Okay. I will probably
be seeing you.
ADing you. I won't be seeing you because you're invisible. So I will probably leave it right here for now. I'll go feed the dogs and be back. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should let it load before I started this video. Okay, so we've been given a quest. We weren't looking for a quest, but these things happen. You know, we were wandering around, saw a building, so we went and investigated it. I think he said southeast, but let's look. He explained the residents of Fort Caractacus. Well, unfortunately, it's not telling us now where Fort Caractacus. Okay, it's apparently in this direction. By the way, doesn't the Imperial City look grand? Oh, that's probably the fort. So, does look nice. I'm not certain it's supposed to look, I mean, I guess it is supposed to look nice because they made it intentionally, but I'm saying it's...
Go away! I don't want whatever you're selling.
Well, I wasn't planning on dealing with this guy right now, so let me save it and I'll be back. Oh, my bad. Thought I had turned off the recording. Don't tell YouTube, they'll get mad.
I told you to leave me alone. Go away. Oblivion take you. What is it you want from me?
Invisibility spell.
Yes, I have been working on a new invisibility spell. As you can see, it works quite well. Why?
Tell me about Elswell.
Oh, really? Everyone in town? That must have been what all the shouting was about a few weeks ago. I'm afraid I was engrossed in an experiment that required my full attention. You see, in order to increase the efficacy of the spell, the radius was likely to approach the... Oh, never mind, I don't mean to bore you.
Oh, well, too late. Just tell me how to reverse it.
You can tell them not to worry. The effect is not actually permanent. It should wear off eventually.
Eventually.
Well, in a year or two, maybe a bit more. There's no way to be absolutely sure. That's the exciting thing about basic research.
This wasn't written in BASIC. They can't wait for a year.
Really? I find being invisible quite refreshing. But if it will get everyone to leave me alone, fine. I did work out a counterspell last week. If I can just put my hand to it. Ah, here. Stand in the center of town to make sure you get everyone. Oh, and make sure... Never mind. It should be fine. I've already given you the scroll. Stand in the middle. I am sorry about that. Just use the reverse invisibility scroll I gave you. Stop talking. Enough.
So then I would go, presumably, north, west. If I ever find, okay, there's the, I was gonna say if I ever find the stairs down. I'm not sure where they consider the middle of town to be, but I guess I'll try it here. Let's save it first in case I'm wrong. I don't know what scrolls are listed under. Is it a miscellaneous? I see 2 scrolls so far. Oh, there it is. I've used the scroll Akatar gave me, and the people of Alswell are once again visible. Well, you should have shown them to me first so I'd know that. Diram Setheri would probably like to congratulate me on my success. Probably not. See, it would be better to show the people than to say that they're visible now. Is this where I was earlier? Does anybody see anybody? There you go.
Thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to see myself again.
I wish
My
I could make
sisters, on
my
the other hand,
blue face
I wouldn't mind
like
if they
that.
had stayed invisible. Me. Friend, you are welcome at the Ayleswell Inn anytime, free of charge.
It's a little overpriced, but okay.
We haven't seen him since that whole invisibility mess. I hope it stays that way.
Okay.
Be seeing you.
ADing you. It's a time joke. Now this time I will shut it off. Okay, so I don't know if I'm supposed to go into the inn, but I can go into the inn. It's free for me, just so you know.
Can I help you?
You really enjoy this whole hero thing, don't you?
No, I'm a
Everybody
coward.
fawning all over you. I'm not like that. If he's smart, he'll keep out of my way. High elf, and a mage to boot. The worst kind of arrogance. An old priest in Kvatch is worried about strange disappearances. He sounded quite depressed. How can we win if even the priests lose their faith?
Well, it's
Just
you know.
leave.
Wow, is that the person you said was going to give me free room for life for having saved you guys? Because she just told me to just leave. Nobody seems to remember my accomplishments. Nobody loves me. This is way too much like real life.
Hello there.
Okay, now... Oh, that's right. Okay. What do they think my... Oh, okay, they're trying to get me to go to Kvatch. That's not such a bad idea. I wanted to anyway. Now, for people who don't know, there are slight differences in the game if you don't deliver the Amulet of Kings to Jeffrey before going to Kvatch for the first time. And maybe it's just I'm so used to doing it the other way or something. But I now absolutely prefer not delivering the Amulet of Kings before going to Kvatch. The reason you would want to go to Kvatch early, even if you don't want to do the main quest, is because part of the by the way, that sounded like hooves, not wolf feet. I'm just saying that sound effect is wrong. They used the hoof beats of a horse sound rather than the paws of a wolf. But anyway, you get so many enemies in Kvatch that you have to take care of during the, breaking the siege and everything. And in Oblivion, their level is based on your level. In other words, if you level up, they get tougher. So I'm told, and I have never tested it, that if you go there at higher levels, it just becomes absolutely impossible to survive. And so even those of us that like to do the main quest at a higher level than 1, should do Kvatch at the lowest level possible. And then when we're ready, we can deliver the Amulet of Kings. We could do that at level 50 if we have, if we have something that unlocks levels so that there's no level cap anymore. We could go deliver the Amulet of Kings at level 100, which gives a much better main quest. It's more exciting, it's more challenging, and all of that. So my plan is to go to Kvatch, take care of all the troubles in Kvatch, and then later on, when it seems more logical that I would be able to do hero type things, I will go deliver the Amulet of Kings to Jeffrey. By the way, I'll probably forget this plan and everything, but right now that's my plan, is to fix Kvatch, then go do other things and level up through questing. And when I feel sufficiently leveled, do the main quest. Sure isn't much wildlife out here. I am definitely used to mods that add more wildlife, especially to the wilderness of this game. Feels so barren. And maybe the original was like this. I don't remember. It might have been, because I know that by the time the remaster came out, I was simultaneously running something like 3 or 4 creature, wildlife, and beast mods. To make the wilderness more alive. Obviously, it gives more opportunity to use magic or archery or both. Well, I guess any kind of weapon. If you're trying to level up through using your skills, which is how you level up in this game, or the main way you level up. I hear more animals than I see. Like I thought I heard a dairy cow. This is how the game is really played for those who never played it. Meaning the videos you see from gamers generally are heavily edited to make them more fun. I watch channels like that, and so I know they're using a lot of tricks and tools and everything like that to make it their vision of what you want to see. And I think they're very effective at that. I enjoy their videos. But I am trying to do something fundamentally different from that. And present unedited videos as much as possible. Now, if I'm playing a game that has something that YouTube would not like, well, I should say if I try a game that has something like that, usually I don't bother to shoot a video of it, and usually I stop playing it, you know. But if it's something like a really good game with a scene that is questionable at the beginning, like The Witcher 3 is exactly like that, I shoot the video and then I edit out what YouTube might disallow. I'm very conscious of trying to not break their rules. I'm grateful to YouTube for hosting my videos, and I don't want to mess with that. So I actually read their rules and do my best to comply with them. And I know there's people that are just so used to the heavily edited gaming videos, they wouldn't watch my stuff at all. And that's the risk I run by doing something different. It used to be that there were lots and lots of people providing an excruciating amount of detail in their videos. So every single thing, every crash and all that. That's how they presented them to be, you know, real gaming videos. Nothing cut, nothing edited, and all of that. That trend has gone away now. And I like that trend, and so I'm probably going to stick with it, hoping to appeal to those people that still like that sort of thing. This is a long walk. I mean, I won't run out of things to say, but any normal person would. Oh no. Okay, I just walked an incredible amount of distance, said fascinating things and all of that. And then when I got close to my destination, it crashed. Yeah. So I should probably try and fast travel there. Which may also crash, but it at least won't take as long and won't bore you.
Come on, run while there's still time. The guard still holds the road, but it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed.
Run from what?
God's blood. You don't know, do you? Deidre overran Kvatch last night. There were glowing portals outside the walls, gates to Oblivion itself. There was a huge creature,
gate to Oblivion.
Something out of a nightmare, came right over the walls, blasting fire that swarmed around it, killing.
The city can't be destroyed.
Go and see for yourself. Kvatch is a smoking
I thought you
ruin.
told me to
We're
run
all
away.
That's left. Do you understand me? Everyone else is dead.
How did you escape?
It was Savli and Matthias. Some of the other guards helped some of us escape. They cut their way out, right through the city gates. Savlian says they can hold the road. No, I don't believe him.
Neither do I.
Nothing can stop them. If you'd seen it, you'd know. I'm getting out of here before it's too late. They'll be here any minute, I'm telling you. Run when you can.
He can't decide whether he wants me to run
Let this happen.
or go see it for myself.
Are they angry with us?
I don't know. What could we have done to deserve this?
Maybe the gods don't exist.
Hope is gone.
Oh,
the
good.
Imperial line is dead. The Covenant is broken. The enemy has won.
All right. Thanks for letting me know.
The Imperial line is dead.
You said that.
And the gods have forsaken us.
There's only one
Where
God.
is our blessing? Where is our protection? Where are our gods?
Where is your
the enemy
wrinkle cream?
triumphs, and we die alone. Enough talk.
Well, you were the one talking, dude. I'm going up to save the whole place. Now, you see it's morning. It's a cloudy sky, but not a darkly cloudy sky. Now it's kind of red and you can see some stars. Now it gets darker and redder. So, I don't know what a gate to Oblivion is. And I'm not saying that to be silly. What I mean is, if it's a portal that's spewing out creatures, like is shown here, Why would it affect the sky and cause lightning and all that? I don't feel like that's ever adequately explained.
Take that! Stand back, civilian. This is no place for you. Get back to the encampment at once.
What happened here?
Lost the damn city.
Watch
That's
your
what
language.
happened. It was too much. Too fast. We were overwhelmed. Couldn't even get everyone out. There are still people trapped in there. Some made it to the chapel, but others were just run down in the streets.
Cool.
The Count and his men are still holed up in the castle. And now we can't even get back into the city to help them. With that damned Oblivion gate blocking the way.
What will you do now? Question
The
mark?
only thing we can do. We'll try to hold our ground, that's what. If we can't hold this barricade, those beasts could march right down and overrun the encampment. I have to try and protect the few civilians that are left. It's all I can do now.
Well, then get a helmet.
My home! My goddamn home in flames! It kills me that I can't get in there and do something! We couldn't have been any less prepared for this. Seems like they came out of nowhere. There were just so many of them. If only I had a way to strike back at the enemy. But we can't leave the barricade until that Oblivion gate is closed.
Oblivion gate.
Some kind of portal to Oblivion. The enemy used them to attack the city. They appeared outside the walls and Daedra poured out. They've opened one right in front of the city gates. Until that gate is closed, the best I can do is try to hold these barricades.
Now remember, he's called us civilian, he's told us to go to safety and all that, so I'm sure he'll be consistent.
You want to help? You're kidding, right? If you're serious, maybe I can put you to use. It'll likely mean your death, though.
You do
Are
know
you
how
sure?
to sell it. You do know how to sell it to a guy. If it'll likely mean my death, I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know how to close this gate, but it must be possible, because the enemy closed the ones they opened during the initial attack. You can see the marks on the ground where they were, with the great gate right in the middle. I sent men into the gate to see if they could find a way to shut it. They haven't come back. If you can get in there, find out what happened to them. If they're alive, help them finish the job. If not, see what you can do on your own. The best I can say is good luck. If you make it back alive, we'll be waiting for you.
You really, really do know how to sell things. By the way, you notice I didn't tell him that I was
It's a
willing
brave
to.
thing you're doing.
I didn't tell him I was willing to help him. People just think I'm here to help them. Now, some do ask for my help. Don't get me wrong. But most just tell me that I'm going to help them. I'm going to save it right here because I want to check something before I go in. Hold on. Okay. I was waiting to see if anything else was going to come out of there before I went in there. But I don't see anything else coming out. Okay, this guy's gonna
thank the Nine.
He's
Never
gonna
thought
thank
I'd
the
see
Nine.
another friendly face. The others taken. They were taken to the tower.
Did they have helmets? Because you don't. Maybe that's what's wrong.
Captain Matthias sent us in to try and close the gate.
Uh-huh.
We were ambushed,
Right.
trapped, and picked off. I
Good.
managed to escape, but the others are strewn across the bridge. They took Minion off to the big tower. You've got to save him. I'm getting out of here.
No, you're not. Hold on. I can use your help. And you might die. It will most likely mean your death.
You're right. You're right. I can't just leave poor Minion to his fate. If he's still alive, we've got to try to save him. All right, lead the way. Let's find Minion and get out of here.
It is really odd how everybody, all these soldiers, want a civilian to lead them. This guy doesn't know my name, my background, and he doesn't care. He's just gonna give up control. Give up power, maybe so he won't be responsible for what happened. I'm not exactly sure what his motive is. Nor do I have time to try and figure it out. I have people to rescue.
Volkamatch!
Now, is that guy dead already? And did I dead him? Yeah. I'm not sure I'm the one who killed him, but I very well may have been. If so, obviously it wasn't on purpose. Sure, that'll be a great comfort to his widow. Well, so much for having a companion in this. I understand that inside a gate of Oblivion you'd have this wild weather and everything. It just didn't make any sense to me that the gate itself would cause that effect to go outside of the gate to other places. Now maybe there's a good explanation that I'm missing. I had a mod that kept that guy alive. But then one day, I booted up And my Oblivion Remastered folder was gone. So I had to start all over again. And I don't know what the name of that mod was. Because obviously I don't have it or the guy wouldn't be deceased. I'm also lost. Notice I'm still level 1. The lighting is so much dimmer. It just... I don't know that this is where I'm supposed to be. But the lighting is so good. Yeah, I think this is the wrong place. Okay, so I think I got lost, and it's very easy for me to get lost, especially in Plains of Oblivion. It's just gorgeous. I know it's supposed to be mayhem and terror and all that. And I miss Vilja. I don't remember if I ever got Vilja working. In Remastered or not. Or whether there even is a Vilja in Remastered. I might look that up before I go in here, which might be the place I'm supposed to go in. Yeah, the blood feast. Well, obviously I'm not going to do it before I go in there. Does look fantastic. Okay, I think I'll save it here and go look at companions. Do not try this at home. It's really foolish to add mods during a playthrough. I mean, downright stupid.